Hey guys, Chelsea here from Making Manzanita. Today we're going to teach you how to build this step stool for kids. Hey guys, it is time to start a new woodworking project, and this one is going to be a fun one. We are making a stepping stool that would be perfect for kids in a bathroom or kitchen. So this is what we're using. So we've got some 1x3 select pine pieces here. And then we've got this pine panel. This is a stair tread. You can find this at Home Depot or the Lowe's. It'll be over by the stair section, which is kind of by the molding. So this is like just a pre-made piece of wood. It's going to save us some time and money because it's pre-made and then it's rounded here on the front. And we're using pine for this. We decided to use pine because we're going to paint this project. So anytime, if you were going to stain this, I probably wouldn't recommend pine or something like that because it doesn't stain very well. We probably would have gone with oak and it would have been a lot more expensive. But since we're going to paint it, we can get away with this cheaper wood. And we're going to be ripping these down to about 1.5 on the table saw. And then, like I said, building 2 steps for our stepping stool. So you want to start out by cutting your wood according to the woodworking plans, which we are sharing with you for free. Just hop on down to the video description for a direct link to those. So we used a combination of a table saw and a miter saw. Again, you will need to cut some angles, so you will definitely need a miter saw that allows you to cut some angles. And then you can rip down all the pieces that you need to with the table saw. And then after everything is cut down to size, you can drill your pocket holes. We are using the Craig 720 Pro here, which we absolutely love. And we have a whole video that walks you through how to use that tool. Next, you can get your box frames assembles, and these are going to be the supports that go underneath your step. Now, the top and the bottom steps are different sizes. The bottom step is going to be a little smaller, and it's kind of hard to get into the tight spaces. So this Craig 90-degree pocket hole driver is actually really great for this instance, and it just helps you get that drive the pocket hole screws into the tinier spaces. So it definitely comes in handy for this project. All right, next you can attach the stair tread to the box frames. You just want to clamp it down and get your tape measure so it lines up in the middle and then attach it. You can see here we used pocket hole screws to put that in, but we would actually probably recommend you do that with nails instead. So we've adjusted our tutorial. And while you go, it's important that you are sanding along the way. We are using an orbital sander. We typically start with 80 grit sandpaper until smooth and then follow it up with 150 grit sandpaper. So next you can add the legs, and you want to start by adding the legs to the top step. And in each corner you want to use about 4 2 1/4 finished nails. And next you can put in the bottom step. So the bottom step is 6 3/4 inches up from the floor. And so you mark that, clamp it into place, and then again, use your finish nailer to secure it with more 2 1/4 inch finish nails. Again, we're putting 4 nails in each corner. So once the bottom step is secure, you can get your nails filled. So we're using wood filler here and a putty knife to fill in all the nails, and then once they are dry, you can use an orbital sander to sand them nice and smooth, again starting with 80 grit sandpaper and then moving on to 150 grit sandpaper. And then be sure you wipe away all sanding dust when you're done. All right, so it's all done getting assembled. Nail holes were filled and patched. Everything's been sanded. Here's kind of how it looks underneath. You can see all the pocket hole joinery down there. And it looks good. It's nice and sturdy. We made sure that it didn't wobble at all, sanded it nice and flat to get rid of any wobbles. And now it's time to paint. So for this, we're going to be using spray paint. We're going to prime it first because it is raw wood. You always want to use primer. And then we're going to do spray paint on it. You could alternatively use a paint gun with paint in it, but I think we're going to go with spray paint instead. You could probably use a brush too if you wanted to, but there are so many like little nooks and crannies that I think just spraying it either with a spray gun or with spray paint would be a better option. So we're going to start on that now. So here's the primer that we ended up using. We applied it. We did 2 light coats, just making sure every area was covered. And then, of course, check your can to see how long you need to wait in between coats and before you paint it. But then we moved on to painting it, and we chose this gray. We did a high gloss spray paint just so it's extra durable. And here is how it looks in our space. I absolutely love it. I love how it turned out. It's the perfect size for our little one. She can step on it to get up to the sink to brush her teeth and use the sink all by herself. And it's very durable and stable, and it's just a perfect height for her. If you guys want to build this, again, we have the free woodworking plans available for you and a full step-by-step tutorial. Just hop on down to the video description and click the link and you'll be directed there. And then if you scroll all the way down to that tutorial, there'll be the button for using the woodworking plans, and that has a visual cut list and all the measurements that you'll need. And it also works here great in the kitchen too. So it's not just for the bathroom. It's great. It's light enough to where she can pick it up and move it throughout the house and put it wherever she needs it. She loves helping in the kitchen for cooking. Here she's making some pizza dough, helping Dad out, and she's just having a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to build this, again, hop down to the video description. And then while you're here, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next video. And then watch this video next. I think you'll love it. All right, see you next week.